Welcome back. It's been about a week since I did a fat cow react, but I came across this one, and it's only 8 minutes long. So I'm like, yeah, let's do it. But I can't remember who it's about, so we'll find out together. Oh, I think it's about foodie. Thank God. I would way rather talk about foodie stuff than Amber and all her mess. Foodie's a mess, but she's like a fun mess. Amber is just like a sad, weird mess. Right. Anyway.
Hello, it is I,
Hi.
Fat Cow. I want to talk about dumping syndrome. Yes, it's a real thing.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Also known
I'm here for this. We're going to talk about shitting.
as rapid gastric emptying.
Yeah.
It happens after eating. Basically, the body will produce huge amounts of insulin to respond to the sugar in your meal, or if your meal was high in simple carbohydrates, such as a bread bun, potato chips, breaded.
Yeah, she also doesn't have a gallbladder, and she's eating copious amounts of fat. So it's just sliding through her like a fucking oil spill.
Coatings on some chicken, perhaps, which the body will turn into sugar, and the insulin response will do its thing, but excessively, and it will cause the lower intestines to empty rapidly. This, I suspect, is the reason why Foodie live streamed her endeavour to return home as quickly as possible.
Yeah, no
Why?
shit. I don't know if you saw the live stream of Foodie fucking like practically crying because she was prairie dogging it so bad. It was great. Like, personally, I would have turned the live stream off and been like, I gotta go. But no, Foodie puts it all out there like, I'm gonna shit myself. I'm getting so... Oh my God. Oh, I should quit vaping. But I'm not gonna. She was getting so frustrated every time there was a red light and just like crying almost. Oh, it was so fun. It was one of the funnest live streams from Foodie in a long time. Okay.
She continued to live stream as she tried desperately not to soil herself.
That was great.
I don't know. Part of me, a small part of me, thinks it might fit into a certain feeder's fetishes somewhat.
No, you stupid silly bitch. This is what she's done for a long time. She has no shame. She's talked about, oh, I hate the word poo. Poo-poo's in the kitchen. She's very open about all of this. But that's just what she does. And that's the kind of Foodie we love. We love shitty Foodie. So, no, it's not like a feeder thing or some fetish thing. She's just a slob. She's a big slobby gross bitch. And that's what we like. So, come on. Don't be so mean to her. Oh, shitty Foodie. I wish she would just be like this all the time.
Not her husband's, because he obviously has no interest in her whatsoever, in any way, shape or form in that department. But we do know a certain individual in chat who's very generous with his money is not just interested in watching people eat. Need I say more?
Yeah, you do. What is this? Where is this coming from? I know this anime sucks guy is like he looks so much like, you know, can't say his name. He looks so much like Nad. But he's definitely into big fat weirdos. But I don't think I've ever seen anything about him being obsessed with shit. So, please do say more. If you know more, fill us in, girl, because I don't fucking know.
Anyway, let's talk about something slightly more pleasant,
No,
shall we?
boring.
Why would a 30-year-old man show his new bride Pokemon cards? It's a bit weird, isn't it? Especially on their first or second night together ever.
Because he's special. And this is coming from someone who plays Pokemon Go. Fight me, I don't care. It's fun. I don't even like Pokemon in general, but I like Pokemon Go. And you're saying this with all this goofy shit in the background, which, again, I've said I like. I like all this weird shit you have, but you're gonna call Sala a sped, special needs. This is where it's going. We know. Because if he was actually smart, he would have picked a better mark. I think he tried. He really, really tried. He thought Chantal would be good because she bragged about having a lot of money. She made streams about like who wants citizenship. She can't have kids, so she can't tie him down with that shit. But he didn't do his research enough. He got in over his head, and now he's stuck with this lump.
I mean, it's hardly romantic. And why would an almost 30-year-old man be so excited about his Pokemon cards that he'd prefer to show his bride days instead of doing what brides and grooms usually do on their first couple of evenings together, followed by watching films and playing video games? What almost 30-year-old man plays with stuff like that? And finally, why was Foodie so bloody upset about the music? Was it because it was too loud? No. Foodie had gone out to go to a particular establishment to eat a particular food she was craving.
Okay, I like weird people, but this is weird. You sound like when I used to do shrooms and just kind of talk to myself in the mirror. This is something.
It wasn't Wimpy's for an ashy sandwich either. But upon arriving at the aforementioned establishment in the hope to eat the aforementioned food that she was particularly craving, she discovered, to her horror, that they had loud, copyrightable music playing, and therefore, in order to eat the food she was craving right then, she would have to go off live. And heaven forbid that she eat.
Jesus Christ. It's not that deep. She just didn't want to have copyrighted music in her live so she can get money off the stream. That's it. She mutes every time she goes out and there's copyrighted music so she can make money on her stream and not have it demonetized for copyright. It's not that fucking deep. Not everything has to be a big conspiracy.
In public, without her emotional support visas. Perish the thought. So she found somewhere else, somewhere quiet. And fortune favoured her and her stroppy little tantrum and presented an almost exact replica of an ashy sandwich. And then made her intestines rapidly empty. Just to thumb its nose at her. Look, it's obvious that Foodie has nothing to talk about at all.
Yeah, obviously. She doesn't do anything. Yep. Also, she's gone out to eat before on live stream in restaurants. So it wasn't about having her emotional support beezers. I mean, obviously she does feel more comfortable going out with her friends, her little black rectangle shaped friend. But no, it was money. She wasn't gonna make money off the stream if she was playing copyright music in the background. That's it.
Apart from food and responding to reaction channels. Without reaction channels, those group of people she so despises and is so bitter and enraged about, she would only have food to talk about. She's not allowed to talk about Salah, and Salah's not allowed to be on screen. I think his father made it very clear that this was what was going to happen from now on, and Salah only got a reprieve because the burial of a beloved pet was an exception.
I think so. Salah has definitely not been on screen nearly as much lately. There's no couple channel videos anymore, right? I don't think it's any of that. I think it's because together they have finally realized that Salah doesn't help them make money. When he comes on and plays Crazy Frog, and he's going to do that once in a while because they still have to pretend like they're a loving couple and they have so much fun together and whatever. So once in a while, yeah, he'll pop on. It's usually like at the end of the stream, stuff like you've already made your super chats, you've got your views, whatever. So yeah, pop on at the end of a stream, do your thing. We can pretend we're like happy and whatever, and then that's it. But before, if he would pop on earlier, people would leave in droves. And she's actually been getting a lot more viewers on her live streams going out by herself. I think they finally realized that people don't want to see Salah but they also have to keep this, this is a real relationship and they're so in love facade up. So this is like their meeting in the middle thing.
And even that was a mockery. So,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
the only thing left
hamster.
for us...
Can we stop? It was a hamster? I love animals. Shouldn't have buried it in the fucking beach. That was really dumb. Like, and it was also great because like Stella was making a hole in the sand with his hands. There are stray cats everywhere. You don't think that's like a giant litter box? But not gonna make the obvious joke. Sure you didn't mind. Yeah, that whole thing was weird. But people being like traumatized by seeing a dead hamster, grow up. Grow up. If seeing a dead hamster traumatizes you, seek help. This is ridiculous.
Immortals to do, as there is very little content to comment on, is to mock her. That's all that's left. Making a mockery. Or digging up history. You could do that, I suppose, in lieu of actually having actual content to reply to. Because it's food, or it's needing the bathroom.
Well, that was fun. What I learned today was that Fat Cow has no sense of humor. Can you just laugh at someone practically shitting themselves on the highway in a city that they barely know? That shit is hilarious. But no, it's always gotta be some big fucking thing. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Bye.